we will revise once whatever we are studied about fractions. Now, fraction is nothing but some part of the whole, and it is denoted by numerator divided by denominator. And here, for suppose I have 3 by 7. That means out of 7 total equal parts, denominator indicates all equal parts, total equal parts. So total number of equal parts are 7. Out of 7, only 3 parts are selected, and it will be read as 3 by 7. Otherwise, 3/7. Okay. So suppose I have written 3 by 10, 3/10, like that. 3/10 in words. Okay, and just remember, fraction is nothing but some part. Whenever one object is divided into some equal parts, then we are indicating that one as a fractional number, and upper value indicates numerator and the denominator will be the down value. Numerator tells us selected parts, number of selected parts. Denominator tells us total number of equal parts. For suppose some part of if the book is divided into 12 equal parts, out of that 7 parts are read by some person. Still, how many parts are left? So 7 out of 12, 7 parts were over. So remaining parts are 5 only. 12 minus 7, 5 by 12 parts are left to read. Okay, 7 by 12 pages of the book were read already. Still remaining book pages of the book are 5 by 12 in fractional form. Okay. So number of pages, if they are asking, then compulsory they will give total number of the pages of the book. Then you can able to say how many pages are read and how many pages are left. Okay. And next, what are the different types of fractions? And see everything, pictorial representation and on the number line, everything we were finished. So once again observe that. Types of fractions. First fractions we have studied about unit fractions. Unit fractions are nothing but the fraction which is having the numerator 1 and denominator is any number. So 1 by 7, 1 by 8, 1 by 10. All these are the examples of unit fractions. Which fractions are having numerator as 1? They are said to be unit fractions. And see, so denominator may be any other number. So 1 by 7, 1 by 8, 1 by 9, 1 by 10, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, all those are the unit fractions because numerator is 1. Okay. And after that we have proper fractions. Proper fractions are nothing but if the denominator is greater than the numerator, otherwise numerator is lesser than the denominator, anyway, no problem. So denominator, according to denominator only I am indicating every fraction. I am dividing each fraction depending upon denominator only. Okay. So now observe, proper fractions are nothing but denominator must be greater. See, just observe the unit fraction. See, always numerator 1 only we are getting. Denominator is more than 1. Yes. So 1 by 7 is unit fraction as well as proper fraction. All the unit fractions are proper fractions. So suppose I have 3 by 4. 4 is more than 3. So it is a proper fraction. And 12 by 13. It is also a proper fraction. And remember, always all the proper fractions are lies between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Not lesser than 0, not more than 1. Compulsory all the values between 0 and 1, not equal to 1 also. Okay. So all the proper fractions are lying between 0 and 1 on the number line, and unit fractions and proper fractions. Both we will indicate by using the number line like this only. For suppose observe the first unit fraction 1 by 7 means each part till 0 to 1 it is divided into 7 equal parts. So 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, 7 by 7. 7 by 7 is nothing but 1. So that's why 1 by 7 is in between 0 and 1 because it is a proper fraction. That's why it is lying between 0 and 1. Similarly, 3 by 4. So here denominator is a 4, means 0 to 1, 4, it is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of that we need to select the 3/4. How? Just observe 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. So here 3 by 4 we need, and 0, 4 by 4 is 1. So 3 by 4 is in between 0 and 1. And remember, we can write it as 0 by 4 also. 0 by anything is 0 itself. But any number by 0 does not exist. Okay, so remember this. Always unit fractions and proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. To represent them pictorially, we will use only one whole. See, first suppose observe this 3 by 4 only. I am using circle to represent 3 by 4. It is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, 3 parts are selected. So this is the pictorial representation of 3 by 4. So to represent a fraction, we can use circle or any geometrical shape, rectangle or square, whatever. Okay. And next, so unit fractions also like this only we will indicate. Always unit fractions and proper fractions lies between 0 and 1. To represent them pictorially, only one whole we are using. And coming to improper and mixed fractions. So third type of fractions are improper fractions. Improper fractions are opposite of proper fractions. Proper fractions in the sense the denominator is more than numerator. So here in improper fractions, denominator is lesser than the numerator. Otherwise, numerator is greater than the denominator. So just observe now. If suppose I have 7 by 3, denominator is less than the numerator. So 7 by 3 is an improper fraction, and 5 by 2, it is also is an improper fraction. And every improper fraction we can convert into mixed fractions. In case of improper fractions only, we are getting mixed fractions. Mixed fraction is nothing but combination of a whole number as well, as a proper fraction. We will see mixed fractions. Improper fractions always lies more than 1 on the number line. So depending on their quotient, after converting into mixed fraction, we will get quotient number. Depending on that number, they will lie between those. See, for suppose, observe the 7 by 3, I am converting it into mixed fraction. Observe how we are converting. Conversion also we were finished. 3 2s are 6. 1 is the remainder. So remainder, quotient, divisor. That means 7 by 3 is equal to quotient 2, remainder is 1 by 3. 2, 1 by 3. After the conversion also there is no change in the divisor, denominator. Okay. So because it is lying between 2 and its successor, next number is 3. So it is 7 by 3 is lying between 2 and 3. Is lying between 2 and 3. Okay. And to represent this number, we need 3 wholes because it is more than 2. So to represent this one pictorially, we need 2 wholes. 3 wholes. And 5 by 2 also. Like this only we will convert. We will see. What we will get? 2 2s are 4 and remainder is 1. So 5 by 4, 5 by 2 is nothing but 2, 1 by 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 by 2. Means it is also lying between 2 and 3. So to represent 5 by 2 also we need 3 wholes. And whenever you are getting improper fractions like this, we will convert into mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is nothing but combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. Okay. And if you are getting mixed fractions, so you need to convert into improper. In that case, how we will convert? First, multiply these two numbers. Denominator and quotient you need to multiply. That is 2 3s are 6. For that result, you need to add the numerator. That is 6 plus 1, 7. So completely we will get this number in the numerator, and after the conversion also denominator will not change. Means here 3 is there, so we will get 3 itself. So 7 by 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus 1 7. 7 by 3. Similarly, 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 will get in the numerator. By denominator is 2 itself. Okay. So this is about the improper and mixed fractions. Always improper and mixed fractions lies more than 1. And to represent them, we need more than one whole. So depending on the number, depending on the problem, first we need to convert them into mixed fractions, and depending on their quotient, we need to decide how many it is lying between which of the numbers and how many holes are needed to represent it. See, observe now, 7 by 3 I want to represent on the number line. See, in case of mixed fractions also, if the question is given in mixed fraction, convert into improper, then represent on the number line. While we are representing pictorially, if improper fraction is given, convert into mixed fraction, then represent by using pictorially. So just observe now, number line, 7 by 3 I am representing. Denominator was 3, so 0 to 1, 3 equal parts are there. That is 0 by 3, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. So 0 by 3 is 0, 3 by 3 is 1. But we need 7 by 3. Still we did not get. So 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3. 6 by 3 is nothing but a 2. Now 7 by 3. So just observe 7 by 3 is lying between 2 and next number was 3. Okay. 8 by 3, 9 by 3. 9 by 3 is nothing but 3. So 7 by 3 is lying between 2 and 3. Just observe. And how we are representing by using pictures. And its mixed fraction we got it 2 1 by 3. So we need 3 holes. So I am using again circles only. 3 holes we need. 3 holes. Because it is lying between 2 and 3. So 3 holes we need. Now each hole is divided into 3 equal parts. And out of this, quotient is 2. 7 by 3 is equal to 2 1 by 3. So quotient is 2 means 2 holes completely used. Then in the third hole only one part is shaded. One part only selected. So 1 by 3. This is 1 by 3. Now these are 1 plus 1. 2 1 by 3. See, 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3, 7 by 3. So completely 7 by 3 this one. Okay. Remember, if for pictorial representation, if improper fraction given, convert into mixed fraction and use pictorial representation. In case of mixed fractions, directly we will represent by using pictures. Coming to number line, when improper fractions are given, directly we will represent them on the number line. If mixed fractions are given, convert them into improper, then represent them on the number line. And always improper fractions, mixed fractions lies more than 1. And proper fractions, unit fractions lies between 0 and 1. Okay. And after this we have like fractions and unlike fractions. So when group of fractions are given, then only we can able to decide whether those are like fractions or unlike. If the group of fractions are having same denominator, they are said to be like fractions. If they are having different denominator, then they are said to be unlike fractions. So in case of comparison as well as performing addition and subtraction, we need to take these like and unlike fractions. So through the examples, we will see all those problems. What are the like fractions, types of fractions, we will see. Depending on that, we will do some of the example problems, then we will understand. Okay, observe the given question. Here they have mentioned some of the fractions. From these fractions, select the proper fractions and improper fractions. So which are proper, which are improper, we need to select them. We know that proper fractions in the sense denominator must be greater than the numerator, and in case of improper fractions, denominator must be lesser than the numerator. So denominator is greater than the numerator for proper and denominator is lesser than the numerator for improper. So first list the proper fractions depending on the condition. Proper fractions are from the given fractions 3 by 7. So denominator is more, that means it is a proper fraction. Coming to second one, 5 by 9, same thing, 9 only more than 5, so 5 by 9 also proper fraction. 11 by 2, numerator more than the denominator, that means denominator is lesser, so that is comes under improper fractions. So improper fractions are 11 by 2. Then coming to 9 by 16. 9 by 16 also denominator is more than the numerator. So 9 by 16 is a proper fraction. Coming to 7 by 3. 3 is less than the numerator. That's why 7 by 3 is an improper fraction. And coming to 5 by 5. What about this? Here greater than I give and lesser than I give. But equally we have. So 5 by 5 is equal. Already I told you, proper fractions are lying between 0 and 1, not equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, then that is also comes under improper fraction only. So 5 by 5 is an improper fraction. So even equality also comes under improper fractions. Okay, not only more than or lesser than. Denominator lesser than the numerator, otherwise denominator is equal to numerator, then they are comes under improper fractions. And then 101 by 10, so it is also a denominator is lesser than the numerator, so it is also an improper fraction. 101 by 10 and 21 by 23, 23 is more than 21, so it is a proper fraction. That's all. So how many fractions are given in the question? Observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8, 4 proper fractions, 4 improper fractions. Once again observe, whenever denominator is greater than the numerator, they are said to be proper fractions. And if denominator is lesser than the numerator as well as denominator and numerator both are equal, then also they are improper fractions. Okay. Now next question. Okay, observe the question. A fruit vendor had 1 dozen apples. 1 dozen is nothing but 12 apples. He sold 7 apples. So, out of 12 sold apples were 7. Still, how many are unsold? That is 12 minus 7. That is nothing but 5. So, 7 plus 5, 12. Total apples are 12. 1 dozen apples. Out of 12 apples, 7 apples were sold and unsold apples will be 12 minus 7, which is nothing but 5. Okay. So now just observe, now we had total number of apples and as well as sold apples, unsold apples. Now observe the questions. Find the fraction of apples sold and apples not sold out of the total number of apples. Means fraction of sold apples we need to find and sold apples also we need to find out of total apples. Means for this fraction we will get 7 apples were sold out of 12 apples and unsold apples are 5 out of total 12 apples. That is the those are the two problems. And also we have and the fraction of unsold apples to sold apples. Unsold apples are 5, sold apples are 7. So this is the third fraction. Here they are asking 3 questions. Observe the first question. Find the fraction of apples sold to the total number of apples. Okay, as well as apples not sold out of the total number of apples. So sold apples are fractions are 7 by 12 and it is 5 by 12 is unsold apples fraction. Coming to the last question, the fraction of unsold apples to the sold apples. Unsold apples are 5, sold apples were 7. So 5 by 7, 5 out of 7. Okay, so this one we will write in words because what are they given, first write down properly. So given total apples is equal to 1 dozen given. Total apples equal to 1 dozen. That is nothing but 12. Okay. He sold 7 apples. So number of apples sold is equal to 7. This is also given in the question only. Therefore, we need to find number of apples unsold. equal to, out of 12, 7 apples were sold. So remaining are unsold only. That means 12 minus 7, which is equal to 5 apples were left with him. Okay. Now first fraction, find the fraction of apples sold of the total number of apples. So therefore, fraction of apples sold is equal to 7 out of 12. Total they are asking. Okay. And fraction of apples unsold is equal to 5 out of 12. And last question, fraction of sold apples, unsold apples to the sold apples. Fraction of unsold apples to the sold apples is equal to, unsold apples were 5, yes, and sold apples were 7. So 5 out of 7 is the required fraction. Once again, observe here, sold apples means already he sold to another person, sir. Okay, and out of 12 he sold 7 apples. So remaining apples were left with him only. That means unsold apples are 5 out of 12. So fractions they are asking depending upon total number of fruits asking. First fraction, sold apples, total number of apples fraction is 7 out of 12. And unsold apples to the total number of apples fraction is 5 out of 12. And last fraction they are asking between unsold apples and sold apples. Unsold apples were 5 out of 7. 7 is sold apples. Okay. Now coming to the question is for comparison. arrange 1/2, 8/9, 5/6 in ascending order. So this is nothing but we need to arrange in ascending order. Ascending order in the sense of smaller number to bigger number we must arrange. Okay. If they are given directly natural numbers or whole numbers or integers, we can write easily. But here they are fractional numbers. So while you are comparing, means while you are writing in ascending order or descending order, first we need to check whether those are like fractions or unlike fractions. So observe the given fractions. How many fractions are given? 1/2, 8/9, 5/6. Total 3 fractions are given. Okay. Like fractions in the sense, what is the definition? If the denominators are equal, then they are said to be like fractions. For every fraction, we must get same denominator. But here, all the 3 fractions are having different denominators. So, if only 2 fractions are given, then we can use cross multiplication. For suppose only 2 fractions, first 2 fractions are given, 1/2 and 8/9. In this case, we can go through with cross multiplication method because only 2 fractions are there. To convert unlike into like fractions. How will you use cross multiplication? This 9 we need to multiply for the first fraction and 2 we need to multiply for the second fraction. Then what will get? 1/2 is nothing but 1/2 into 9/9. That is nothing but. So why we are writing equal value? Because if you are multiplying multiplying the numerator and denominator with the same number, then we'll get its equivalent equal fraction only, not different. When you are dividing the numerator and denominator with the same number, then also you get the equivalent fractions. So in case of addition and subtraction, if you are adding same number for the numerator and denominator, then also we will not get addition and subtraction, we will not get equivalent fractions, only for multiplication and division. Okay. So multiply the numerator with 9, that is 1 9s are 9 divided by 2 9s are 18. 9/18 is equivalent fraction of 1/2. And coming to 8/9, here we need to take 2. So 2/2, which is nothing but 8 2s are 16 divided by 9 2s are 18. Now observe the resultant fractions, resultant equivalent fractions. 18 is the denominator for both the fractions. So they are like fractions. We are converting unlike fractions to like fractions by using cross multiplication method. When 2 fractions are given, this is the easiest method. If more than 2 fractions are given, in that case, we will use LCM. So while you are writing ascending and descending order, compulsory we need at least 3 fractions, means 3 or more than 3 fractions. So there we can't use cross multiplication. We have to go through with LCM for the conversion of unlike fractions to like. So if they are given directly like fractions, there is no confusion. Directly we will write. For suppose like fractions are given 1/2, 1/9, 1/6. Like this like fractions. Sorry. 1/2, 8/2, 5/2. So observe all these fractions are having denominator 2 only. That means they are like fractions. In case of like fractions, directly we can able to arrange them in ascending order by just checking their numerators. So here denominator is equal to 2 for every fraction. So these are like fractions. When you are getting denominators are equal, means in case of like fractions, smaller numerator, the fraction which is having the smaller numerator will be the smaller one. If you are writing ascending order, so we need to select smaller numbers first. That means out of 1, 8 and 5, one only smaller. So 1/2 is my first smallest fraction. After that, among these two, 8 and 5 is the smaller fraction. So 5/2 is the smallest fraction. And then 8/2. So this is the ascending order of the given fractions while they are giving like fractions. If they are given denominators are unequal but numerators are equal, 1/2, 1/9, 1/6. For suppose like this given. So here all the numbers are having same numerator. In this case, the denominator, the fraction with the lesser denominator will become more. So observe here 1 by 2, 1 by 9, 1 by 6. Among these three, 2 is smaller actually because numerators are equal. So 1 by 2 will become greater value. So I am writing descending order here. And then 1 by 6 and then 1 by 9. So remember this. If we are not getting numerators are equal, otherwise denominators are equal. Now see how we need to simplify. So when you are getting unlike fractions, so take the LCM of denominators, that is 2, 9, 6 are the three denominators here, and their LCM I am finding by using division method. So here 2 ones are 2, 9, 2 threes are 6, because 9 we will not get in two table, that's why 9 as it is I am writing. And now just come 9 and 3, both will get in three tables. So 1 as it is will write 3 threes are 9, 3 ones are 3. Just 3 is left. So leave here only. Therefore, LCM of 2, 9 and 6 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into 1. No problem. If you are not writing 1, there is no problem. So 2 threes are 6, 6 threes are 18. 18 will be the LCM of these three fractions, these three numbers. Now, convert each fraction with the denominator 18. So, 1 by 2 is equal to, take its equivalent fraction with the denominator 18. So, here numerator is missing. Denominator equivalent number is 2. So, in 2 table, when you are getting 18, otherwise divide 18 with 2. 18 by 2 equal to 9. So, we need to multiply with 9. So 1 nines are 9, 2 nines are 18 is my first equivalent fraction. Then coming to the second fraction, that is 8 by 9 into denominator compulsory we need to get 18 only because LCM least common multiple of these three numbers is 18. Now in 9 table when you will get 18, that is 2 by 2. So 8 to the 16 by 18. Coming to the third fraction, that is 5 by 6 into, in 6 table when you are getting 18, denominators only we must check. 6 threes are 18, so 3 by 3. That is 5 threes are 15 by 18. Now write in ascending order. Ascending order in the sense we need to select smaller to bigger. So resultant fractions are 9 by 18, 16 by 18 and 15 by 18. So here 9 is the smaller value. So 9 by 18 is lesser than, here 15 is lesser than 16. So 15 by 18 lesser than 16 by 18. But original fractions we must write after the simplification. So 9 by 18 is nothing but 1 by 2 is lesser than 5 by 6 is lesser than 8 by 9 are the original fractions. Okay. So this answer you will get in the options, not this one. Okay, remember whenever you are getting unlike fractions, first convert them into like fractions by using cross multiplication or LCM method. So when you are using cross multiplication, if only two fractions are given, then we will use cross multiplication. But in case of ascending and descending orders, compulsory we need to go through with LCM. And after getting the LCM of the denominator, try to write the equivalent fractions with that LCM only. Okay. And after the conversion, write them, arrange them in ascending order. Otherwise, if they are asking descending, so then we need to keep greater than symbol between the fractions. After writing the ascending order of the resultant fractions, write the original fractions. That's it. Now coming to the next problem for addition of fractions. So now we have discussed about the types of fractions as well as how to write a fraction actually, and after that how to compare the fractions, and now we will see how to add and subtract the fractions. So if like fractions are given, directly we'll write, but when unlike fractions are given, so before doing this, first we will discuss about like fractions and only two fractions also. See, first suppose I have 3 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 6 by 5, like this three fractions I have, and just observe all the denominators of the given fractions, 5 only. So means like fractions. Whenever we are finding the sum of like fractions, so in case of addition, we may get two or more than two fractions. But in case of subtraction, only two fractions they will give. Now coming to this one, sum of like fractions is given by sum of the numerators by common denominator. So common denominator is 5. Just write 5 only once. And numerators are 3 plus 1 plus 6. So sum of the like fractions is equal to sum of the numerators by common denominator. That is nothing but 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 by 5. So 5 ones are 5 twos are. 2 is nothing but a 2 by 1 only. Yes or no? Fractional form. That's it. This is the sum of these three fractions. If only two fractions are given, 7 by 10, 8 by 10 for suppose. So here also both are like fractions. So directly we will use 7 plus 8 by 10, that is nothing but 15 by 10. So if cancellation is possible, do the cancellation. 5 threes are 5 twos are 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is an improper fraction, so convert into mixed fraction. 2 ones are 2 plus 1. 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 is a 3, 3 by 2. Okay. If they are given unlike fractions, only two fractions, 1 by 3 and 7 by 5, like this given. Between them we need to perform addition. So in this case, use cross multiplication. This number with this one we need to multiply. So observe 1 by 3 into 5 by 5, that is 5 ones are 5 divided by 3 5s are 15, plus this 3 you need to multiply for the second fraction, that is 3 7s are 21 divided by 3 5s are 15. Now both are having same denominator, so that is 5 plus 21 by 15, which is nothing but 26 by 15. So it is also is an improper fraction, converting to mixed fraction. That is about if only two fractions are given, like this directly we will do. But when three fractions are given, again we need to perform LCM to convert them into like fractions. So addition and subtraction of like fractions is very simple. When unlike fractions are given, if only two fractions are there, go through with cross multiplication method. When more than two fractions are given, go through with the LCM, like ascending order and descending order only. So take the LCM of 2, 1, 16 and 24. What we will get, we will see. 12, 16, 24. Now every number will get in. So here no need to take prime numbers only because it is division method. Okay. So I am taking 4 table. 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 6 are 24. Now here 3 6 will get in 3 table, otherwise 4 6 will get in 2 table. Anything you can use. I am using 3 table. 3 ones are 3. Okay. 3 2s, 4 will not get. 3 2s are 6. Now 4 and 2 will get in 2 tables. So 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. That's all. So only one number is left. So leave here only. What we got the LCM? 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16, 16 3s are 48. Okay, 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24, 24 2s are 48. Okay, so LCM we got 48. Now we need to write the fractions with the denominator 48. So 5 by 12 equivalent fraction with 48 as 12 fours are 48, 4 by 4. 5 fours are 20 divided by 12 fours are 48. Then 9 by 16 into. So in 16 table when you are getting 48, 3 by 3. Yes, 16 threes are 48. So 9 threes are 27 divided by 16 threes are 48. And third fraction is 17 by 24, which is nothing but, sorry, into, so 24 twos are 48 in it. So 2 by 2, which is nothing but 7 twos are, sorry, 17 twos are 34 divided by 24 twos are 48. Now we got all the three fractions with the equal denominator 48. So we are converted the like fractions into, sorry, unlike fractions into like fractions. Okay, now find the sum of the given fractions, that is 5 by 12 plus 9 by 16 plus 17 by 24 is nothing but 5 by 12 equivalent fraction is 20 by 48, 27 by 48, like that we are getting. This all we get 48 only. So just directly we can write common denominator, otherwise write one step. 5 by 12 is nothing but 20 by 48 plus 27 by 48 is for 9 by 16 plus, and 17 by 24 value is 34 by 48, which is nothing but some, all are like fractions, so sum of the numerators by common denominator, that is 48 we will get in the denominator, and numerator is 20 plus 27 plus 34, so which will be equal to 20 plus 20 47. 47 plus 4 we will get 51. 51 plus 30 is nothing but 81. 81 by 48. So here cancellation is possible. 8 plus 1 is 9, 3 table, and 4 plus 8 is 12. Both will cancel in 3 table. So I am dividing with the 3 for numerator and denominator. What will get? 3 2s are 6, 21, 3 7s are. And 3 1s are 3, 3 6 are 18. So we have got 27 by 16. Now convert it into mixed fraction. Why? Because it is an improper fraction. 16 2s are 32 will get. So 16 1s are 16. 16 plus 11 is 27. So go through with the division if you are unable to write directly. That's all. Once again, observe whenever three fractions are given. So first convert them into, first check whether those are like or unlike. When they are unlike fractions, so go through with the LCM and convert them into like fractions. If they are asking ascending or descending order, so just arrange them according to their numerators. If they are asking addition, like this we must do. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss some more examples on the same topic, fractions only. Okay.